I'm kicking off a fat loss phase right now. My goal is to get as shredded as I was right here in this photo. By the way, guys, I just turned 50. So I'm going to break down the science of how we lose body fat, keep muscle, no gimmicks, no crazy approaches, just the real evidence of how you take a physique from where I'm at right now, which I just did a video last week, and I was about 13% body fat. I got a DEXA scan, and my goal is gonna be to get somewhere in the 5 to 7% body fat range. And so I'm gonna show you step by step. We're gonna talk about all the factors that go into it, from diet to cardio to training to supplementation to, the rate of fat loss, what you should expect out of this, what you're gonna see. I'm gonna bring you along today for a lower body workout. I'll show you what I'm eating, but while this is happening, I wanna give you guys some real information. If you guys would be interested, a lot of people do these like whiteboard videos where they break everything down on a whiteboard. If you guys would like that, comment something below like, yeah, we would like a breakdown. I also have a free guide that already explains all this stuff on my prophysique.com. If you go under books, it's a free beginner's guide, has all this information. But I'm gonna show you actually how it happens. And it's starting right now, December 1st. As a 50-year-old, I wanna show you 40, 50, 60, it doesn't really matter, even 30, just how we're gonna focus on losing body fat, building muscle, and just getting shredded. Let's go. And the idea for this video, all right guys, so we're talking about one of the pillars of successful fat loss at any age, but especially at 50, is keeping muscle, building muscle, because it doesn't really do you any good to lose a bunch of body fat if you hate the way you look after. I've been obsessed with lifting. So how has lifting changed over the years, especially as I've gotten, closer to 50 and now past 50, is I choose exercises that I can execute and do sustainably. I'm gonna start with the deficit step back lunge. I used to start with squats, but this warms my lower body up. And the goal for me is really to train with enough intensity to elicit a positive change. I wanna be getting stronger. I wanna be able to do more reps over time. And so when I get in the gym, I focus, I do work. I actually train with intensity. And this is gonna have the most impact on your physique more than anything. Yeah, if you're obese and you lose body fat, you're gonna look different, but weight training, resistance training, it's going to allow you to eat more food. Your clothes are going to fit better. You're going to feel better. As we age, bone densities is going to be better. Hormones profile is going to be better if you have more muscle. So I think we all know it, but showing up to the gym and showing up the right way is very important. So yeah, let's get after it for a minute and then we'll get into some of the other pillars. All right, so I just finished my step back lunges. I feel like my hips, my knees are warmed up. And again, the real focus for me with training is I want to train in a rep range that's challenging, but very, very low risk for injury. Meaning, listen, I played sports my whole life. I've been bodybuilding for 30 years. My knees at times can get beat up if I train them wrong. Same with my hips, same with my lower back. So I'm going to be doing that's like a version of a deadlift, but I really try to keep the focus on the hamstrings and not on any other body part. So you'll see my rep range is what works best for me. And again, getting that intensity high enough where I'm getting some, tension and some soreness in my hamstrings. And I like to go back and forth, a quad, a hamstring, a quad, a hamstring. So by the next time I'm ready to do my next quad movement, I'll be a little bit, recovered from the step back lunges. I'm actually getting pretty strong at those. I did the hundreds last week, so those are feeling good. Stiff leg deadlifts, I'm not going that heavy on these, but I always feel fried from them. So you'll see, for me, it's about intensity over weight, and it's about feeling good tomorrow over feeling like a good ego lift today. All right, so that leg press that they have here at EOS, it's got a huge platform. So for me, the struggle has always been, hack squats and leg presses that allow me to move my feet wherever I want them. At 6'3" and I have just weird leverages and always wanting to keep my knees safe. There's some machines I just have to avoid. The leg press here is very good. So I'm gonna start coming to EOS for all my leg days because I feel like I can get stronger. And if you saw my DEXA video, my goal is to have about 5 pounds less body fat and more muscle in the next month. So how do you do that? Well, you've been training for 30 years, you gotta change something up, and I can definitely get a little bit more intense with my leg training. And that's where the biggest muscles in the body are, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little more effort into my leg training, and it's kind of motivating thinking about going back and getting another scan because it's like an impartial judge. So that leg press there, assuming my knees feel good tomorrow, I'll be coming back to this gym along with this leg extension. If you see the range here for how far underneath my body this goes, most leg extensions are more like 90 degrees. So if this is 0, this is 90. This is like 130 degrees. You get a full stretch on the quad. Oh, that feels good. All right, guys, so we are done with leg training, and I want to reiterate that, ultimately they're not inventing new exercises. I mean, maybe they are, but the exercises that work best for you are the ones that you can consistently do, feel good about, put a lot of effort and intensity in without having any nagging injuries or pain. So you saw me, I just stick to the basics. I train hard. I find that like finding that focus for 1 or 2 really good sets after a good couple warm-up sets is really what you need to make progress. So yeah, and then the goal for me now is we're gonna go talk about the next pillar, which is gonna be the nutrition piece. We'll talk a little bit about, how to make nutrition easy, and we're gonna set up one of our coming up videos where I go over my entire game plan, my entire week for the schedule. But for today, I just want to show you guys how I make my nutrition simple. You've got to make it simple on yourself. You got to make it easy. At some point, it's going to be hard to get started. It's going to be hard to build the routine, but at a certain point, it's just got to be easy. You've just got to make this stuff, I used to say, like, make it like brushing your teeth. You don't wake up and think, how am I going to brush my teeth today? You just get up and brush your teeth, and then you go to work, right? And so this needs to be the same way. I don't think about how am I going to get all my stuff done. I'm doing it. It's just a part of my day now. All right, guys, so just got home from the gym. I'm going to keep it simple. I just threw 8 ounces of lean ground beef in a bowl. I love these little, oh, I love these little rice packs. You literally just crack it open and you just put it in the microwave for 1 minute and it's done. I know a lot of people like rice cookers. I don't like rice cookers. The rice doesn't say nice. Anyway, done. That's 1 minute of that. I'll do this. I'll throw some salsa on it. I'll show you a picture of that. But I'm going to do a breakdown in the next video of my nutrition plan, my cardio plan, my training plan. I'm going to give you a full week schedule. But the pillars for making progress, we know what they are. We all know what we need to be doing and what we shouldn't be doing. The issue is often just getting them started and incorporating them into our daily routine in a manner that makes it effortless. I literally walked in from the gym, trained with my son.
Hang?
Just hang. I'm going to help you. There you go. Come all the way down and go back up. Now go back up. Oh, 2, good. All the way down, come up. Don't go fast, go slow. 3, go. 4, good. And 1 more. 5. Oh, good, dude. You couldn't do 5 last week. That's good.
Now the deadlifts?
Yeah. Take your time if you need a break.
So I did
How many?
Set of this, 1 set of the push-ups, and I'm doing 1.
Do it. We're going to do a circuit. So, take your time. Get your butt down. There you go. Good. Remember, drive your feet through the floor. I'm going to be eating, and I'm going to have my first client phone call of the day in about 5 minutes, all incorporated into my day. And so I just get to move on. And I already know what I'm eating for my next meal. I already know what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow. So the nutrition aspect is something that we can, just fit into our schedule once you get into a good routine. Just like the cardio, guys. I did cardio before most people even get up. I do cardio before my kids get up for school, just so I get it done. So it just fits into your day. These are the pillars. I'm gonna go eat. I'd love to know your questions. And if you're looking for a coach, there's a link below to set up a consultation. I got a free call right now.